Welcome to the fourth edition of the Crypto Doctor Crypto Challenge in turning $2,500 into $1 million in less than 2 years. And for those of you that may think this is just crazy numbers, let's go to the our math with compound interest, right? Daily compound interest of 1%, and to see how this is feasible. And we can track, we'll come back and talk about the stats. So the initial capital was 2,500. The current amount right now, it's at 2,579. As a matter of fact, I think it went up to 2,580. We will check in a few seconds. But the gold, the daily gold was 2,575. Now, I don't want to express or make it seem like this is easy money. Like there, especially yesterday, the day one was great for me. I was actually exceeding my goal. Day two was phenomenal, but yesterday was the worst day. The market took a dip and I had to I had to make so many transactions to balance out the fact that I went down from all the gains from the first 2 days, dropped all the way back. I was like all the way up to 2,560, and yesterday I was down to like 2,500. So all the hard work that I did in days 1 and 2 was basically back to a reset point. So I had to work hard, buy, sell, shift, get rid of the losing coins, acquire coins that I thought had more momentum. So it was a lot of work yesterday trying to get myself back up to where I needed to be, and the same thing today. I woke up early, I started looking into the different coins, and then I managed to get rid of the ones that were non-performing, and I got me additional ones that have performed. And so far, I'll give you a status on which coins have worked for me with high performance and the ones that have not. This doesn't necessarily mean that the blockchains are bad, it's just that currently the volatility, the volume, the movement was not favorable. So let's go to the Excel worksheet so we can talk about the numbers. So as you can see, today, this is day 4th. The target for today, we should be at 25, 75, and 75 cents. That's $2,500, 75 and 75 cents. And currently, we are outperforming it by just $4, and we want to keep it that way. And this is the perfect example, and I'm going to show you guys how we accomplish that. We want to make sure we lock the gains. We can't be greedy. I can't be thinking, well, what if I can take it to 85 or 90? And that's a good strategy, but first, I want to secure the gains and then make sure that I build myself up for tomorrow. So this is a daily battle that we have to be us against the market, and we have to do it effectively and efficiently. So let's go to our new preferred exchange, which is Kraken, because of the security mechanisms that they have in place, and they are 100% compatible with our cryptographic secure key. And by the way, I'm going to do a separate video for those of you that are already buying the key. You know, you will be receiving the key in probably the next few days. And I will do a specific video on teaching you how you can use the key to protect your Gmail, your Facebook, your Instagram, your Twitter. This key can be used in so many websites that will help you protect your identity as well as your crypto exchange and your crypto. So let's go to Kraken right now. And as we can see, we are currently at, okay, we went down $2. We are at 25.77. As far as my portfolio right now, I have a dollar to US dollar is about 1,065. Polygon Matic is about 1,009, and then we have Polkadot 500. So earlier in previous videos, I explained that I have this personal technique to give me an indicator that I'm actually winning. I always buy even amounts. So for example, Polkadot, I bought $500 worth of Polkadot. So as you can see, it's at 501. So I know 109 and 94 cents fluctuating. So I know that I'm making $2 of gains right here. Whereas this one, Polygon, basically I have close to $9 in gains. And that is how I keep track. Whenever I buy something, if I buy it at even 1,000, by the time it reaches my preferred amount, then I can capitalize the gains. Normally, since we are just starting out, even $10 gains is good enough for me, but I do have to take into account that there's about $2 to $3 of transaction fee. So I have to take that into account. So let's assume that I wanted to take the gains, take the $10 if this was at 1,010. Then with the transaction fee, that means that my gains are not going to be $10. My gains are going to be down to like $7. So if I want to take at least a minimum of $10, I would need this to be at 1,013, 1,014, and so forth. And as we continue to increase our capital, the larger the transaction, the larger the fee. So you have to take that into account. All right. So let's look at let's look at the trading module and see where we're at. So right now I am looking to buy sand. I have a order that is in the queue, and obviously I don't want to pay the spot price, the current price. I want to get it for a lower price, and that's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting. Let's go to sand. Let's look at the, if we look at the chart, we can see where it's at. We can see, I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's a green line. That is where my transaction will execute as soon as it reaches the green line. So I'm hoping for it to go a little bit lower. And Sandbox, by the way, has been one of the best performing coins for these past 4 days. Sandbox, Mana, it's going to say, I want to be politically correct, the least performing have been Solana. I want to get rid of it. I don't want to know anything about Solana right now. Not about the blockchain itself, but for this particular challenge, it took a dive. That's probably the one that decreased my capital the most. So I got rid of it right away. And I want to keep, Sandbox has been great. Mana has been great, and some additional coins. As you can see, Matic has actually produced some good for me. So I have Matic, which I also have a target. If I click on Matic, you're going to see that I have a target to actually sell. And same thing for Polkadot. I already have a transaction in the queue to execute. So when it reaches that specific amount that I want to make gains, in taking into consideration the transaction fee, it will automatically execute. So at this point, it went down a little bit. We're at 575, so I guess we're right on target. And for the 4th day, when I initiated this video, I was at 580, so it went down to 577 and now 575. And that's how the crypto market works. It is in constant change. It is the volatility. It's always going up and down. So keep tuned. Tomorrow we will have day 5, and I will show you what my next goal is going to be. I'll give you some additional techniques. Like today, one of the things that I highlighted for you guys, if you're tracking and you're learning what my techniques are, is the fact that I buy even numbers. Like I'll buy 500 even, I'll buy 1,000 even. So by the time it goes up, it's easy for me to identify that I have a gain of $10, $13, $15, and I can easily capture those gains and reinvest it the next day. So I'm tuning out for day number 4. And if you have any questions regarding the key, feel free to send me a comment. For those of you that already purchased your key, like I said, I will be shipping those keys out and you will receive them in the next couple of days. Tuning out, the Crypto Doctor.